I wonder how many of you have been like me, felt an illness coming on, and went to the pharmacy and bought a lot of over the counter medication to self medicate yourself. And finally, when you went to the doctor said that you didn't have what you thought you had. Is it just me, or have that happened to you also? And that's what happened in a lot of co parenting relationships. One of the co parent will say the other one is a narcissist. And unless you've been diagnosed by a mental health professional or a psychiatrist, a lot of times they're not narcissists. And so today in this video, I want to tell you the criteria to know if your co-parent is truly a narcissist. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. So yeah, I see that a lot, that co-parents call the other one, they're a narcissist because maybe their behavior may exhibit what they consider a narcissist. Maybe they're not aware of what they're doing. Maybe they are very self-absorbed. Maybe they say things. Maybe they do things. Maybe they ghost you. Maybe they gaslight you. And all of a sudden they're a narcissist. But there are specific criteria in the diagnostic manual that lets you know if a person is a narcissist. And I want to just jump right into it. And I want to see if this person is truly a narcissist. And so the definition of a narcissist is a person that has an inflated sense of self-importance. And I want to apologize because I have kind of like a sore throat, so it's a little raspberry. And in order for a person to be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, they have to have 5 of the 9 criteria be present in order to be a narcissist. And so the very first one is a sense of self-importance, which they may exaggerate their achievements and they may talk about their talents and they may expect to be recognized as superior without even having that experience. So if a person is a narcissist, you will see some of these traits. And remember, they have to meet 5 of the 9. They can't just meet one. You can't just say your ex thinks that they are so important. They're more important than everyone else. Well, that doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. That just means that maybe they have an inflated sense of self, but not necessarily a narcissist. Okay, number 2, they have fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. They think it's all about them. Again, your ex may do that, but that doesn't mean that they are a narcissist. They may be very self-absorbed. They may be very conceited. Those are things also, some behaviors that people can have, but that doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. And see, what happens is when we tell people that they're a narcissist, what we're doing is you're not helping them because they're not taking ownership for their behavior, because a narcissistic personality disorder is a mental illness. And if you're saying that to them, then there's nothing for them to do because, this is just who I am. But a lot of times it's really toxic behaviors. It's behaviors that they're exhibiting and they're being allowed to get away with it. Number 3, they believe in being special and unique. They may look down on other people that aren't special and unique like them. And they can be only understood or associated with other people who are special and unique like them, or that have the high status that they have. So again, in order to have a narcissistic personality disorder, they have to have these traits. 4, requires excessive admiration, meaning they always want people to admire them. It's always about them. Look at what I've done. Look at what I'm doing. They always want to be the center of attention. And number 5, they have a sense of entitlement and unreasonable expectations. They feel that they should be treated a certain way, and it should be automatic, and you should comply with their expectations. What they expect, that's what should be done. How they expect to be treated, that's how you should treat them. Number 6, they take advantage of others to achieve his or her own needs. They don't think about, is this hurting that person? They don't put the other's needs in front of them. It's all about them. Again, some co-parents, they do this, but doesn't mean that they're narcissistic. It just means that they are not empathetic, they don't have sympathy for other people, and it's all about them. Number 7, they lack empathy or is unwilling to recognize or identify with the feelings and needs of others. Again, it doesn't matter what you want. All that matters is what I want. And number 8, they are envious of others, and they believe that others are envious of him and her. And a lot of times you will find out that they really have low self-esteem, and that they're scared that someone's going to find out that they aren't who they say they are. Sort of like an imposter syndrome. And so they say that you're envious of them, and they may be really envious of you. And number 9, they behave in an arrogant way. They're always bragging about themselves. They come across as conceited, and they insist on having the best of everything. And so if your co-partner is not exhibiting 5 out of the 9, then they don't have narcissistic personality disorders. And because they manipulate you, again, because they gaslight you, because they don't communicate, because they ghost, because they have an inflated sense of self, doesn't mean that they are narcissistic personality disorder. It has to be diagnosed by a mental health professional. Not even a coach can diagnose it. I know I've seen some coaches are saying, oh, that person has a narcissistic personality, but a coach is not a mental health professional. I'm a mental health professional. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. So I can notice the criteria for a narcissistic personality disorder. So I'm going to be doing a series on NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. I'm going to look at some behaviors that parents do have, because there really are parents that have it. I'm not saying that yours has it or doesn't have it, but I'm saying that you can't go around just saying everybody has it. And I'm also going to be looking at some ways that if your ex-partner does have it and you're trying to do a co-parenting relationship with them, things that you can do to make that relationship better. So if you're interested and you want to hear this, go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button, so you can be notified of when I do go live or when I do have a video about this presentation about narcissistic personality disorder. So go ahead, like I said, and click the subscribe button. And here's another video that's going to help you as you try to be the best parent that you can be. And so go ahead and write in the description, what are some of the things that you've encountered with your ex-partner as you try to co-parent.